Hi everybody. So today we're going to do a little bit of English. We're looking at modal verbs. Now you know what verbs are. Remember, they are doing words. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs. So that means that they're used with verbs. Now the way that they change the verb is by making you understand whether something is likely to happen, whether you need permission for it to happen, the order to which it might happen, or even just making a suggestion that it will happen. And this is how we're going to practice our modal verbs today. So here are some examples of modal verbs. You've got might, will, should, may, would, can, could, must, shall, and ought to. Now remember, these are all auxiliary verbs that are used with the main verb. Here's an example. I might walk to the park today. I should have something nice to eat today. Now here, I've put some examples of how modal verbs can be used, but this is a little bit different. This shows you that if you move the modal verb to the front of the sentence, it can turn a simple sentence into a question. So here's an example. She can go out. She can go out. When you move the can, which is the modal verb, to the beginning of the sentence, it becomes, can she go out? Another example, we could drive there. The modal verb being could. If you move this modal verb to the front of the sentence, it changes the sentence to become a question. Could we drive there? And one more, children should eat fruit. Move the modal verb should to the start of the sentence, and you then end up with, should children eat fruit? Now, remember, modal verbs can also be used to show how possible something is and how likely it is to happen or have happened. Here are some examples. He's very late. He could have missed the train. It's snowing, so it must be very cold outside. They will lock the windows when they go out. Have a look at these examples. These are examples of modal verbs within sentences. Have a look at how it changes the sentence. Can you spot the modal verbs? Why don't you pause the video and have a go? Mum might take us swimming after school. You could eat a banana instead of those sweets. Hurry up. We will be late, said Dad. We can go the other way. It's quicker. You ought to go to bed earlier. Did you spot the modal verbs? Now have a look at these sentences. These sentences are missing the modal verb. Remember, the modal verb tells you how likely or how possible something is to have happened or will happen. What do you think could be put in place in this sentence? You, blank, be hot in that thick coat. What could go in that space? You must be hot in that thick coat. How about this one? If it's dry, blank, we play outside. If it's dry, can we play outside? What about this one? He's so fast, he, blank, win the race. He's so fast, he should win the race. Remember, these are just examples. You could change those. Did you choose the same modal verbs as me? Or did you come up with your own? Which other ones could you have used? So remember, a modal verb cannot be used on its own. It's usually placed with a verb or in a verb phrase. Bye.